Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying the Total Cluster Fudge Brownie Bombs. This says Double Fudge, Marbelous and Red Velvet. The name of the company, it's Brownie Bombs, so I don't know if these are brownies, or I don't know if they're pieces of fudge. I don't know what to expect.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out. I was attracted by the colors, the packaging.
Well, that's why they do it.
But now we've tried Total Cluster Fudge in the past.
Very good.
So if you type in Tammy Dunn Total Cluster Fudge, stuff will come up. But
And it wasn't fudge. Most of what we tried wasn't fudge. It was like brittles,
like snack
barks
mixes,
and
like
mixes
like white trash.
Yeah,
is what we would
stuff
call
like
it.
that. So.
Yeah. So this was $6.99 at Meijer. I think we only see this brand in our area.
I've never seen it anywhere else.
At Meijer.
Yeah.
So it says, pull here to open. Okay. That was very easy. Okay, so I'm gonna give you one of each.
Yeah, I'm assuming the color matches the
Yeah.
color. Which one do you want first?
Let's just go in order.
The green.
Double Fudge is green. It is dark. Sorry, I don't know where I got dark. It does not say dark anywhere on here. It is chocolate cake dipped in, oh, it does say dark. Dark chocolate fudge. Chocolate cake dipped in dark chocolate fudge. Let's look at the back. I'm gonna just take these out. Okay. Oh, okay. It looks,
Now, do you want half of that?
yeah. It says distributed by Coco and Geo in St. Moline, Illinois. TotalClusterFudge.com. 9 servings, 1 piece is 170 calories. So this piece is 170 calories. So this is basically chocolate cake dipped in dark chocolate fudge. That's
It is brownie-like. It also kind of reminds you of fudge a little bit. It's kind of got a sugary, gritty texture, like you would get if you were eating brownie batter out of the bowl before you bake it.
That's what it's like.
Yeah, it doesn't have that runny texture, of course, but that's the kind of like the gritty texture you get.
And yes, that's the same. Yes, it's very, very gritty, which I like.
Yeah, sugar grit, not sandy grit.
Yeah, the sugar grit of that. Yeah, it's not like a bar.
Yeah.
that's
bad.
sandy. This is that sugar gritty texture. When you put so much sugar in something and you stir it up that you can get
Still
that.
get the granules of sugar.
Yes. So with that said, though, it's sweet, but it's not like too much sweet.
No.
It's like, it tastes like a brownie. Honestly, it tastes like brownie
It does taste
batter.
like a brownie.
That's how I would describe that.
Yep.
That would be if I were to rename it, I would rename it brownie batter. That's the flavor.
The name of the fudge.
The name of
Double
it.
Fudge.
Instead of double fudge, because they're saying chocolate cake. It's not the
like
texture of cake at all.
I mean, you can see it. It's very...
Yeah.
That would be the most close, dense cake I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
Cake.
there's nothing that's
There's no air
cake-like
bubbles.
about it. That is totally brownie batter.
Yep.
But I like it
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
very, very good.
It's delicious.
Yep.
The next one is called Marbelous.
So I'm assuming it's got marbling of...
Well, this says
Oh, okay.
yellow cake
Yeah.
dipped in milk chocolate fudge.
You know,
Why did you say yeah? Oh, you could
yellow.
see it.
It's yellow on the bottom.
Okay.
and it's milk chocolate.
Because
so-
I'm like, what is he saying? I'm not saying.
Yeah, when I opened it, I could see the yellow. I mean,
Okay.
very, very yellow.
Okay, yeah.
There you go. The texture does kind of remind you a little bit of fudge. Not a brownie, more fudge.
That
Because brownies are more cake-like. These are more dense than that.
has more, I think, vanilla in
Yeah,
it.
I like that.
I like it, but I don't like it as much as the dark chocolate.
No, I like the chocolate one better, but I do like that one. It's got a nice flavor. But it's not overly sweet, though.
No, but it does taste like vanilla.
Yeah, kind of like birthday cake. What people usually do is birthday cake. That's kind of what the flavor is.
Yes, that tastes like a birthday cake.
Yeah.
And I do get that it's It is like a fudge texture.
No.
It's very nice to eat. It does not have the big sugar crystals, the grittiness that the first one does.
No, it doesn't. A little bit, but not much.
And that's why I'm still going to stick with the first one.
Yeah, well, I like the chocolate one better, but I would definitely eat the marble one. Although they could have called it birthday cake, and it would have been just as
they could have.
accurate.
We're renaming all of them. Red velvet. Red velvet cake with cream cheese fudge. Ooh.
That one looks really good.
Red velvet, you know, it's just pretty. It just is. It's pretty.
The red and
My mom, when she would make red velvet cake, she would make her own homemade cream cheese frosting. And, you know, I didn't know better as a kid. A lot of times hers was lumpy. And it shouldn't have been.
No.
Now as an adult, I know it shouldn't have been.
You just didn't mix it.
But I don't think she knew that. But now I will say, it was always delicious. It was always good. No matter if it was lumpy or not, it was still good. But I didn't know as a kid that it wasn't supposed to be like that. I don't think she knew that either.
That's where she didn't whip her cream cheese enough.
Mm-hmm.
That one is 100% red velvet. Especially when you get done, the flavor that's left over. Mm-hmm. It kind of has that bitter food dye kind of flavor, which most red velvet cakes do. That's good.
It has the tiniest bit of that grittiness.
Yeah. That's my least favorite of the three, but I do like it.
Wow. And see, I love it. I'm crazy about it.
That bitterness comes through probably more for me than it does for her.
So you think you're getting a dye?
Oh, I'm definitely getting that bitter red dye flavor.
When you said bitter,
it's not from the chocolate.
I didn't know you meant dye, the dye.
Yeah, the dye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know that's what he was talking about.
But if you don't detect that, I used to never detect food dyes at all, ever. But the more we've been doing these reviews, the more it's like...
a lot of things it comes through for me too.
Yeah.
This specifically, it does not bother me. But now it's funny because we can have some things that have teeny tiny little sprinkles, and I'll get to pick up the dye from those little sprinkles. I think because compared to what it's with, if the cake itself is so plain, and then you're putting this dye on these little sprinkles, I'm going to taste it. Whereas this is, the whole thing is so rich that it's kind of hidden for me, and I'm not getting it.
I just get it. I mean, I don't mind it. It's what it is.
You know, I'm still going to go with the brownie batter. What do they call it? Double fudge.
Double fudge. That's the best one.
I'm still going to go with that as my number one because it does have that grittiness, and I love that sugar grit. But my number two is going to be the red velvet.
And I would pick the Marbelous. Marbelous.
You have to say marvelous, darling. But I think these are really, really good.
They're definitely worth trying. I mean, you may hate them, but I think I don't think you will. I
think they're fun, and you get 9 pieces, and they're individually
they're
wrapped.
a nice size, and if you don't like overly sweet things, I mean, these are sweet, don't get me wrong, but they're not like sugary sweet, like syrupy sweet, like sickeningly sweet.
No, but there's not a lot of things like that are individually wrapped at the bakery that could like take the place of a candy bar. So I would think of this as like like a Reese's cup, or a little Reese's cup. It's individually wrapped like this. There's not a lot you can go to the bakery and say, oh, what could I substitute? Because it's all big cakes or muffins or something like that, and they're not individually wrapped. I like it that these are individually wrapped so that you could keep them longer. And they have this nice little tray you can keep them in if you want to. I just think it's really good.
Yeah, I think they're good.
Yeah.
Definitely worth trying.
And the price is nice. $6.99. I think that's a very fair price for these two.
You get what, 9?
You get 9 pieces.
I mean, less than $1 a piece.
Yeah, I think that's a good deal. So if you've seen this brand in your store and it's not a Meijer, let us know, because like I said, that's the only place we see it. Yeah. So I would be curious to see where else can you find these? Now I'm sure, where we say Illinois, I'm sure in Illinois this company's probably everywhere in all the stores. But you know, I'll still be curious to hear where you found them. But we'll have a picture for you at the end, and thanks for watching.